This is Josh Wright after Ebbsfleet 2, Gillingham 1. Another pre-season game under your belt. What did you make of it?
Yeah, look, I've just said to the boys in there, Chaz, pretty much similar to what I said on Saturday. They're going about their business in the right way in terms of their application and giving us back what we're asking, what we want from them, what we're providing. And I have to say, I pushed some boys tonight for the 90 minutes. They had to dig in at times. Gillingham had their chances, but I don't like to focus on the result, win, lose or draw in pre-season. It's all about the effort and the drive, and that's exactly what I'm getting from this group at the moment. They're buying into things, they're listening, they're producing it on the training field, but they're also producing it out on the pitch. That's in possession, that's out of possession, and everyone, each to a man tonight, have really put in a proper shift there. A shift, what it takes to win football games when it comes to league time, when it comes to the real stuff. That's the sort of stuff, bodies on the line, hard work, run hard, play hard. And it's another night that, all in all, I'm talking about performance, I'm talking about the output from the boys. I'm really happy with and I'm really impressed.
It seemed like a step up from Saturday's performance against Leyton Orient. Lots of passion, lots of desire, lots of commitment against Gillingham's first team squad. It's their penultimate pre-season game, so Gareth Ainsworth is running out of time to prepare his side. And you know they wanted to get something out of this game, but you got more than they did.
Look, it's like Leyton Orient on Saturday. Gillingham are a very good side. Okay, they're a level below, but they're a proper football club. I spent many seasons there over the course of my career. I've got a lot of time for the whole club, for the fans, and I thought all in all, in terms of the actual game itself, was a really good game for both teams. It was a good spectacle. Like I just said a minute or so ago, it felt like a league game. It felt like what it takes to win a league game is that type of stuff. And the boys knew it was their night to get their first 75s, 90s, which a lot of them did, and they played like that. I keep saying the phrase, run hard and play hard, and that's exactly what they did. And I couldn't have asked for more. Gillingham, as I say, are a good side, and they do well in League 2 this year, and that's a couple of levels above where we're at the moment. And again, that's a testament to the boys. We mixed it with a top League 1 side on Saturday who were moments away or a game away from the Championship. And on the whole, we're in the game and mixed it well, and we've done that again tonight. And that's not just a scoreline. It's that game could have ended 2-1 the other way. It could have ended 3-2, 2-1, whatever. I'd forget about that. I'm talking about, as I keep saying, what they give, what the boys have just given tonight, and the application and carrying out what we want. And I thought it was a really good test for both sides, and I think they'll be pleased, Gillingham, in terms of what we're provided for them going into, obviously, what they've got one more pre-season game Saturday because they start the week earlier. And from where we are, in the weeks that we are into our pre-season, it was a really pleasing night.
Apart from the goal you conceded, which I'm sure you would have rather not conceded, it was a very good goal.
Great goal.
The defensive performance from your side was a never say die, they're not going to get through performance, wasn't it?
Well, that is, I thought if anything was going to beat us tonight, it was going to be something special. We rode our luck with the woodwork once or twice, and Gio's pulled off some great saves and they've missed some chances, but let's not forget about the other end as well. We missed some openings and some good chances as well, especially first half. But that's what I want us to be about. I want us to be hard. I want us to be hard to beat. I want us to be hard to be broken down. And I've got my ways that I want to do it, and I won't say too much. And I've got the setup, if you like, and the discipline, but the structure and the shape of how we'll be in different circumstances, in different openings of the games. But it takes bodies on the line to be successful. It takes effort. It takes desire. It takes all of those words to roll your sleeves up and give it everything to stop that ball going in the net, just like it means that and has to be that to put the ball in the opposition net. So we're going to need that. And that's one of the most pleasing things for me tonight is, I slightly repeat myself here again, but I see a performance like a league game. It felt like a league game tonight. It really did, and that's a credit to the boys, because friendlies can sometimes be a little bit that you can go by it and coast and go through the motions a little bit. But that's why I've arranged some of these games against your teams like Gillingham, where it's going to be a nice crowd on a nice evening, and you're playing against some opposition where the boys are going to raise their game and strive to be at them levels. So these are the levels that these boys need to strive to be at, and this football club needs to get back nearer to, and that's our aim, and that's why we're going up against these type of oppositions and testing ourselves. And I thought the boys went about their business absolutely impeccably tonight.
Just finally, you didn't use all of your squad tonight. You gave some of your players the night off. What was the thinking with that?
I'm at a stage now where originally I probably had plans for more 75 minutes all round tonight and give the others probably 15s. But when I broke it down and the fitness levels that the boys come back in and the work that they've put in and the levels that they've got to already in pre-season, I felt we were probably more ready for 90 minutes. And with that, the boys that weren't involved tonight and one or two others that did a really, really tough training session this afternoon on the training ground get a lot more out of doing that, and then getting their work in, getting their gym stuff in, and then resting up tonight, watching the game, and then that will flip around on Saturday, that they'll get their minutes on Saturday, 75s and 90s pretty much across the board, and the others will do their work, not so much tomorrow, they'll recover over the next day or two, but they'll do their work Friday, Saturday, like the boys have done more yesterday, but more so today, I should say. So it's just feel that's where we're at, that's where I think our fitness levels are, and the stage that we're at. Maybe we're not ahead, but I'm pleased with where we're at, and I had it in the back of my mind that hopefully I can give 90s earlier, and that probably allows us to get more than one, but at least 2 90 minutes into the boys' legs, or the majority of them by the end of pre-season and the start of the season.
And you've got 3 more pre-season friendlies to go. You talk about where you're at, and I guess from what you've just said, you're fairly satisfied with where you're at, but there's still a lot more to do. Yeah,
I just told the boys pretty much word for word what you've just said there. I'm really happy with them. I'm proud of them. I'm pleased, and things feel like they're on track, but we're by no means there. We've got a lot of work to do. That's a lot of work in terms of from now till the start of the season and during the season, and we know that. But we have to keep striving, we have to keep pushing, we have to keep stepping in the right direction and climbing that ladder, if you like. But the most pleasing thing out of these first few weeks of pre-season, and the off-season because they took on board, but mainly the pre-season since we've been back, is that they're buying into it and they want to do it, and they're taking it on board, and we're seeing it. We're seeing it day in, day out now, and if they can continue on that, then hopefully we should be going into the season really well prepared and on the right track.
Well done tonight, and on to Saturday and the visit from King's Lynn.
That's it. Look forward to it.
Cheers.